7:23 here on a Monday morning, and like a good bottle of wine or solid pair of shoes, some things just get better with age. The subject of this week's edition of 5 Questions is living proof.
This morning, you'll meet a lady who's embraced every birthday and now has more than 100 of those in the books. GMK's Sarah Wagner has her 5 answers.
This house on Center Street has been around for decades.
Well, I've been here before the expressway was made.
The one who calls it home has been around a bit longer.
102.
Russell Williams has more than a century under her belt and even more memories.
My hair was brown. Wasn't gray.
The years have come and gone with 4 babies born and now grown.
This is Marjorie and Dixie, Peggy and Terry, and me and Homer.
These snapshots capture so much history, and Russell knows exactly which moment she'd go back to.
I was happier to see my brother home from the war, World War II. He was in the South Pacific, and he had a hard time, and it was great when the war was over, and he could come home.
She may be a city girl now, but Russell grew up on a farm in Brooksville, Kentucky, a place she considers paradise.
We had a lot of company. We had a lot of fun, and it was a big log house. Oh, my home place was the most pleasant place in the world. I look back on it now, and it was marvelous.
When you reach a milestone as major as 102, there has to be a secret to success, right? Russell says hers is simple.
Your family and your church comes first.
This centenarian and then some has embraced every moment and minute and hopes that's exactly how she's remembered.
Person that loves life, enjoys living.
Sarah Wagner, WHAS 11 News.
After a historic and unprecedented election, you may be ready to give politics a little break for a while. But that's not the case for a Louisville boy who is already planning his run for the White House.
Yes, this is an awesome kid. It's a couple decades away, but his self-proclaimed title as the 12-year-old presidential expert is giving him a head start. Our Sarah Wagner has his 5 answers.
California, Sacramento, Colorado, Denver.
If you're going to be the leader of the free world, learning its states and capitals is a good place to start. 12-year-old Bruce Hansard knows all 50.
I will be president in 2038. That all know my name.
Why 2038, you ask?
Because you got to be at least 35.
He's more than familiar with the requirements and those who have held the position.
George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams.
Give him a name and he'll bring the knowledge. Take William Howard Taft, for example.
Got stuck in a bathtub, weighed 332 pounds.
Fun facts aside, Bruce says everybody should appreciate our nation's past.
I think you should learn about your country's history. You wouldn't be right here right now if it wasn't for George Washington and them fighting in the Revolutionary War.
He's well briefed on so many moments in time, but would go back to one you won't find in any history book.
I wish I was like old when my dad was shot and killed here. I'll go back to that day. Yeah, it was sad. I was only 3 years old, so I really didn't know what happened.
Bruce lost his father at such a young age, but he's never forgotten him.
I pray for him every night.
And makes him proud every day. Bruce has already accomplished a lot, but the 7th grader says getting some words of wisdom from Barack Obama means the most.
I feel happy that the big man sent me a letter back, because there's probably all kids around the world who would like to get something back, and he chose me.
Bruce is confident the American people will choose him a few decades from now, but has a few backup plans just in case.
To become vice president. But if I don't become vice president, I want to become Secretary of State. If I don't do that, I want to become a lawyer. If I don't do that, I want to become the mayor. If I don't become the mayor, I want to work in the House of Representatives. And if I don't do that, I'm probably going to the military. If I don't go to the military, I'm probably going to go to the NBA. If I don't go to the NBA, I'm probably going to go to the NFL. If I don't go to the NFL, I'm probably going to play in the major leagues. Okay, that's it.
It's safe to say Bruce is prepared for whatever his future may hold. Regardless of what his business card will read, he says his address will definitely be Washington, D.C.
Since I'm an American history guy, that's where everything is that was in America, basically. And the Capitol's named after George Washington.
He got to stake out potential real estate 2 years ago on a field trip in 5th grade.
This is the picture of the White House that I took.
If, and let's just be honest, when he gets the title, he knows exactly what he'll do with the job.
When I become president, I will try to help homeless people all around America.
Until then, Bruce will continue mastering history in addition to his Rubik's Cube, solving puzzles left and right, all while living up to his current title.
The 12-year-old presidential expert, the smartest kid in Louisville.
Sarah Wagner, WHAS 11 News.